I don't understand what they're doing in this book, but it looks dirty.
Oh? You had my attention, but now you've piqued my curiosity.
Come on, Ulfer. We're going on another adventure.
I want to study that just a little longer.
How long are we going to stay in the town this time?
Drink it in, pal. That's how failure tastes.
I'm gonna need you to roll for initiative.
I'll make a note of it.
How much is it worth to you?
I have my spoons. Will that work?
Trying to kill me with my own designs? That was just the first draft. Shall I show you the rest?
I swear, if I get blown up one more time,
I will avenge Kira's death, and then I'm going to rebuild the Alpine Rangers.
Oh, look! I found a mushroom.
Question is, do I have to wear pants?
Oh, you can certainly try.
If reckless shenanigans got us into this mess, then why couldn't they get us out?
I don't understand what they're doing in this book, but it looks dirty.
Oh? You had my attention, but now you've piqued my curiosity.
Come on, Ulfer. We're going on another adventure.
I want to study that just a little longer.
How long are we going to stay in the town this time?
Drink it in, pal. That's how failure tastes.
I'm gonna need you to roll for initiative.
I'll make a note of it.
How much is it worth to you?
I have my spoons. Will that work?
Trying to kill me with my own designs? That was just the first draft. Shall I show you the rest?
I swear, if I get blown up one more time,
I will avenge Kira's death, and then I'm going to rebuild the Alfheim Rangers.
Oh, look, I found a mushroom.
Question is, do I have to wear pants?
Oh, you can certainly try.
If reckless shenanigans got us into this mess, then why couldn't they get us out?
I don't understand what they're doing in this book, but it looks dirty.
Oh? You had my attention, but now you've piqued my curiosity.
Come on, Ulfer. We're going on another adventure.
I want to study that just a little longer.
How long are we going to stay in the town?
You
Yeah,
actually,
dude.
that was perfect timing. It was right as we came in.
Ah, yeah.
Hello,
Hell yeah, it was.
everybody.
So he found titties right as he came in. I mean, if that's how you want to phrase it.
Yep.
Smooshy says hi.
In more exciting breaking news, we found out that Tide is also a Cheez-It addict, and she's been shoving her face in a Cheez-It box all day, hence why her face is red.
No, it's not.
Right. If you don't snort the Cheez-It dust, it goes to waste.
How
Come
does that
on.
happen if my Cheez-It box isn't even fucking open yet?
Because you
That was
finished
the
another
last
Cheez-It
one.
and you got another Cheez-It box.
I didn't
Like
have
every
that.
addict. Oh, see, how? It's not open because you finished the last box, Tide.
No, I didn't have another box, Dell.
Oh good
Uh-huh.
lord.
Sure.
This is going off to a fantastic start.
Loot, you've gone bald.
Guys,
You just noticed that? That's the stress of not being able to play D&D. It's
Yeah.
for loot.
Finally got it to me because Dell keeps looking at that. Yeah, I lost a bet with genetics. You see, my mom's side, they all go bald, and my dad's side maintains their hair up until they're 80 and 90, and I lost that bet.
See, you lost the genetic lottery. I won the genetic lottery. Everybody else, like my mom, my dad, my brother, all of them are like gluten intolerant and like can't have lactose and all this other crap. I don't have any of that. I won the genetic lottery. But my joints are fucked.
I still had my hair, but it was thinning just enough that it bothered me a lot. So I'm like, fuck it, it's gone. I don't care anymore.
I also want to
It
point
draws
out
more attention when it's thinning like that than if you just go ahead and shave it.
Yeah,
that's true.
People feel inclined to constantly tell you, like, hey man, you going bald? Or they just stare at the bald spot.
I mean, this spot, it's been there since I was born. It's like it's just where everything parts. I mean, it's never grown. Hasn't grown at all.
Well, that's what she pays her for.
No, somebody just dropped her while he was a baby.
Look, all right, we're gonna get into this now because it's just fell into a rabbit hole. My parents thought it was hilarious when I was like 4 years old to take me to a Velcro wall at like a fucking fair or something. And my dad was like, hey, cool, watch this. And picked me up, flipped me upside down, stuck me to the Velcro wall, and left.
I mean, fair enough. If you're strong enough and you want to go home enough, you'll get down.
I just hung out there.
All that blood going
Well,
through
that
your
was a
veins.
story.
So the hours of blood rushing to his head at a young age explains a lot.
Have resulted in the chaos that you all see today. So, all right.
So yeah, okay. Your hair loss ad has been is over, and the Cheez-It intervention is over.
So now we need to talk to Snow about the fact that this game will not be horny, even though I said the word spicy 3 times.
Aww. Wait, but I
But what, Snow?
I can bring in the degrading kink. That actually that I can make that work.
How does one have a degrading and the
praise
fucking opposite? Yeah, praise kink at the same time. How does that work?
It's not that
normal. Is it just every time somebody talks to you, you're getting your jollies?
No, we have you say absolutely neutral stuff.
Oh, okay.
You're okay, man.
You know, you did all right. Not the best, but you know,
until you hear about his business professional kink.
Oh God,
Jesus
you
Christ!
You think I did all right?
Is that when we start talking? That's when we start using. That's when we just start using buzzwords all the time.
Adult. Holy shit!
Customer service voice. Oh man.
Or just do a bunch of corporate buzzwords. You know, like synergy.
Corporate.
Oh, sorry.
What?
I would rather be forced to read a law book than listen to you just say corporate buzzwords. Honestly, I would be more entertained by doing the dumb corporate icebreaker introduce yourself by 3 fun facts thing.
All right, introduce yourself with 3 fun facts.
That will get Tide banned because my answers normally make people leave me alone.
I mean, that's fair.
Mine too, but all I have to say is that I'm nerdy, and that's pretty much people leave me alone.
See, I work in IT. She's like, "Oh, what do you do?" So I come up with like super random shit, right? Like, "Oh, so what do you do for fun?" I generally sell like baby souls to, I don't know, like 6 different devils. You know, occasionally it depends on the Saturday.
Oh, I just figured you tell them you dress up like a Asian samurai and go beat the shit out of people. That usually.
No, you'd be amazed how many IT folks are like, "That's so cool. Tell us more." And I'm like, "No."
Oh yeah, that's
I
right.
wanna
That
go
is
home.
Asian. Anything Asian in IT, people kind of don't.
They hear Asian and all of a sudden they're just screaming "ooh woo" at you.
Exactly.
Because they're secretly furries.
Because they're secretly furries.
They're secretly too powerful. Okay, that's not a fun fact. That's just a fact of life. God damn it, they've started.
How many different fucking uwus do you have?
The uwu lemmings have started.
Well, you mentioned it, and they have come.
No, but Toilet's
God,
doing one, and I'm doing another one.
I'm almost there.
I don't know what the hell
Okay,
that was.
are you gonna recap, sir? Do your job.
Pineapple.
Oh my God. Normally spend at least 20 minutes sitting around.
It's been 14 minutes.
Shall we play a game?
We are playing a game.
Last time that we were playing, which was about 20 days ago, according to Forge, they had decided they were going to find a way to take over the town. They were going to try and weasel their way into running the town, and they were doing like random "we're back in town" shenanigans. Lots of like picking up on stuff, figuring out who's where. Snow met a goddess, and then Blue got a message from Amelia that she thought she knew where Alec was, and that's kind of where we left off. Right, we had fast forwarded the 2 days because folks were just going to like piddle around town and figure out what was going on. So we come back in at the various adventurers waking up in their beds for the first time in fuck knows how long. What are you guys doing this fine morning?
Thinking about how much of my bed being a stranger to me, more so than my bedroll is. And wondering, not wondering, but kind of, when I realized that I must have, in the middle of the night, pulled out my bedroll and laid it on top of my bed so I could actually get a good night's sleep.
Okay.
So
Hey,
Senior
Reba.
is going to walk around the house for a little bit thinking, and then he's going to end up going back to the church.
Okay.
Where just going back to that church that he went to.
All right.
I am also going to head towards War's place to see what the progress is on my shield.
Okay.
I am also going to head to War's place, but for a different reason.
So what I'm hearing is now that you're not going to Mark's place, you're going to War's place.
Just
I mean, it's
yeah, basically.
I mean, you still can go to Mark's place. It's probably abandoned. It's basically abandoned.
Tide, what are you doing?
I am doing the finishing touches on my travel alchemy backpack.
Okay.
So I can be done.
Okay. So you two get to War's place fairly well. I mean, it's at this point the sun is up, so the forge is working. The goblins are working throughout the day.
Have I been to War's house since we've gotten back?
I don't think anybody has. Not since you got here in this timeline.
Just gonna kind of look at Tarek. Thought he had dwarves.
I guess you weren't there for that whole hypothesis. Yeah, I had goblins and now I have dwarves. I don't think we're in our town.
And I've already taken over this one. I can't control two towns.
Well, it kind of sounds like we still owe a favor and we're probably going to go back to our place anyways, but I have one thing I need to do in this world before we do that. And I want to let him have this because he's been wanting this for a while. Just let him have it for a little bit. And, I want to annoy our new bard friend a little bit. Give him a little bit of ribbing. But eventually, we'll probably do what he wants us to do. But, let us do what we need first, right? How's the wizard tower?
You're talking about the purple-haired one, right? That's our bard.
Yeah, I guess he kind of admitted his background a little bit more at my place while you were gone.
I don't even know who it is. I just seen him play an instrument the other day, and that's about it.
Well, I mean, that's close enough, right?
I mean, I can play an instrument, not good, but
Wow, just banging on shit, right? Like that's all it is. Can't be that hard.
Exactly.
Well,
Right?
as I'm talking to him, I'm kind of looking at him and I'm hitting the door.
Bing, 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 bam.
So, Ward, there's people knocking on your front door.
Oh, you knock? Is it locked?
They've never been good with phrasing. Never.
Toilet is the front door locked on your house?
Who?
I'm assuming not.
Oh, okay.
Whose house do you think we're about to enter? I prefer to knock.
Phrasing.
We're here for war, right? Okay. I'm just gonna go straight in.
You know that Baldur's Gate scene with the bugbear and the whatever it is? What was
Let's just not think about that scene, please.
That's just what Rogue walks into.
If fucking War, if you're doing that, there's some issues.
So, War, what are you doing when they walk into your house? You're like, you go to the bathroom.
Toilet.
Should I have to talk to them?
Toilet. Pass. To the next person, I guess. Until you get
Okay.
started.
All right, Snow. So you get to the church.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? What are you looking for?
Well, is that chair still there?
Nope.
Is the chair still in the middle of the room?
I guess he's just gonna walk around until something happens.
Robe figure walks up and goes, "Can we help you, lost one?"
I'm assuming you work for the goddess that I met a couple of days ago.
I work for many.
Well, this one is what did the other one call it? The queen of the underworld.
Blue figure looks and goes, "Oh," and then touches your forehead. Can you roll a wisdom save for me?
I can
Just
certainly
auto fail it.
I'll roll it. Man.
Okay, so
He touches your forehead and you just stand there staring at
no,
him.
he touches your forehead, and you're no longer in the church, but you're not like, oh, holy shit, what happened? You're like, you know exactly what happened. Basically, your consciousness was yeeted out of your physical body to where it needs to be. And Hell is sitting on her throne. And she goes, "Oh, that was fast."
Well, I at least had 2 days to think about it.
So, did you make a decision?
Your offer is tempting, but there will be one thing that I need.
Mm-hmm.
I need my pendant back, and I don't care how I'm going to get it back. I will, even if I have to pry it out of that bagman's dead bony hands. I need it back.
She holds a hand out and she goes, "Deal."
She'll just reach up and shake your hand, I guess.
Okay. And then you're laying on the ground in the church. Your face hurts a little bit because you're assuming that you just went limp.
He face planted in the church.
I need to bring a pillow next time.
World star.
Is any
cleric close by?
I guess he's gonna try to look and see if there's anything different.
Nope, you're the only one there. Nothing looks massively different.
Okay, well, guess I'll just have to wait and see what happens. I wonder where Ulfar is. Ulfar!
You get no response.
Well, it's still early in the morning, and I'm sure everyone else is at the tavern. Everyone else is probably going to go to the tavern, so I guess I'll hobble my way over there.
Okay. Toilet, are you alive?
Yeah, sorry, trying to help my sisters-in-law plunge a toilet over a phone.
Okay. It doesn't sound like that's hard.
It's harder than what you think, trust me.
Del, 3 of our super hard main lines today was that. So it happens very often.
I'm coming from like a random plunger you have in the house, right?
Mm-hmm. I used theirs for one of them today. I didn't even use ours.
To me, it shouldn't be that hard.
No, it shouldn't.
Okay. All right then.
Apparently we phrased something not fun.
Speaking from your line of work, I'm sure you have had plenty of calls that shouldn't be that hard. That was extremely that hard.
Super hard.
Yeah. Never underestimate the incompetence of people.
Toilet, you now have Rug and Tarek in your house.
Or at least Rug. I don't know if he walked in.
I'm waiting to hear if somebody is dressed. That's why I knocked.
It's a vampire. It needs to be invited in.
You know, it's where did you walk into? Like,
They walked through the front door.
The front room.
Oh, well, then you wouldn't see me in the front row.
He's in his boudoir.
Is there anybody in your front room?
Maybe a goblin.
Goblin maid.
Yeah, I gotta have a little goblin assistant.
I'll wait about 20 seconds and then I wander in as well. I don't wait long, but just in case.
If there's a goblin assistant in Orcish, I'm just gonna look at him and be like, "Go get war."
Goblin turns his head, looks at you, and goes, "Eh."
I don't know that.
Common. I don't know what they speak. Last time I met goblins, they spoke Orcish.
Usually
I speak goblin.
I mean, you would think, but past experiences.
You're muted. Okay.
Wants to be muted. She says she can't stand us. She doesn't even want to talk to us anymore. And she also means that we can spam her with hydrates, and she can't say no.
I can say no.
Oh, she does talk. Okay.
So the goblin goes, "Eh," and tilts his head at you.
Boss. In common this time.
"Eh."
Just gonna look at Tarek. How many times? No, I'm not gonna ask that question. War. Boss, go get your leader. I don't fucking know. Do you speak goblin?
It leans forward. "Eh."
Doesn't Loot speak goblin?
No.
The lewd goblin doesn't speak goblin?
So I'm gonna grab their shoulders and pick them up and be like, "Boss," and then sit them back down.
"Eh?"
By the way, speaking of language, have I figured out Gnomish yet? For half a year now, I've been saying I'm studying Gnomish at night.
I mean, you're not fluent in Gnomish, but you're passable.
Do you think he'll miss one of his
For
goblins?
being studying for a year, I think he'd be pretty fluent.
So it's like if I live like an hour and a half north of the border. I kind of know it, but
So he's been studying for a year, like an hour or two at a time, in between fights and everything. So he's got he can ask for directions and survive if you ends up in a gnome kingdom, but he's not gonna rattle off an entire conversation to you in Gnomish without stumbling over some stuff.
is that enough for me to add that into my languages?
Sure.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna take the goblin and look at Tarek here, and then just gonna go into one of the random rooms to look for war.
I kind of hold him up and I'm like, set him down and pat his head.
Goblin goes, "Eh?"
I'm gonna throw a rock at him if he doesn't. Just keep walking. Just keep walking.
I kind of think for a second. I'm like, I kind of do the aroundish, the height of war, and I'm like, boss man, where's your boss? Like,
Does this and goes, "Chief? Chief?"
I take a few steps back and I mimic throwing my pants off.
He goes, "Chief?"
Yes.
Chief, and runs off.
I'm just randomly walking through his house yelling his name.
Or you hear your name being called, and there's a knock on your door. You're, "Chief, Chief, people, Chief, Chief, people."
I have lost my ability to hit long rest, I guess.
So, I guess what Loot and Rug will see is War slinging his door open, walking out naked with gold pieces dripping all over the place, followed by 2 goblin bitches.
Oh no. That's why I hung out at the door for a while.
He's gonna walk out and just look at Rug and drop the box of gold. What's up?
You know, if you drop that, that means I gotta keep it, right?
And the goblin knocked door is like, Chief, and points at them, people, and then walks off.
Can I kill that one?
Why?
Eh?
Why? He's adorable.
I'll give you a couple gold for him.
Okay.
Gold?
Flick him a bronze.
Eh? Drops it.
I don't even have a bronze, so it has to be a silver.
Same thing. Eh?
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
I'm not fucking you. He is.
I feel like Tark would be doing the same thing Luke is doing and just looking to the side, trying not to look at.
So get dressed. We got some stuff to talk about.
Then it
We're just gonna
requires
kind of walk over to him and grab the box of gold that he dropped and be like, "I'll be in the living room."
No, you leave that.
It's still in your house. I haven't stole it yet.
Yeah, no, not happening.
Go get dressed. Go on.
Don't need. What do I need pants for?
Because we have to go to the town.
What town?
The town that you're currently in. We have to go inwards. Tavern. Main city portion. Not house. Place that requires pants.
I added it, Loot.
At least pants.
I added it. Refresh your page.
You don't have to wear a
I
shirt.
just added it myself.
Honestly, you don't have to wear pants. Kilt. I don't care. Something to cover that.
Wear a tablecloth.
While you guys talk, I need to take the dog out.
And apparently, Tark had to ask you something.
Yeah, I just want to know how my shield's going along. Did you run into any trouble? Did you need to change anything of the design?
Not that I'm aware of. I got the measurements for your arm.
That's all you did in 2 days?
No, I finished Snow's breastplate, and I've been working on this, and I stumbled across stuff.
Stumbled across stuff.
Yeah. A lot of stuff.
Would you like to continue? I mean, I stumbled across stuff too. I now own the city.
Oh, well, that's awesome. I have a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm taking this as taxes.
No.
Now it's not stealing, it's legal.
No, you can send me a bill.
Yeah, I'd rather just collect. Okay, you talk about the shield. I'm just going to start walking. See you at the tavern. And then just leave.
Who put that guy in charge again? Because I didn't. Del, you're...
Goblin pops back up. Hey, gold? Hey?
I put it in my hands and I'm like, I think he misunderstood. I don't speak
Grabs the one out
Goblin.
of your hand and walks away. Gold, hey, and walks away.
He wanted one of your gold, not the other way around.
Did he not just hand me a bunch of gold?
No.
I didn't pull out any.
He was holding his hands out.
Oh, I didn't give him any.
Oh,
Okay.
man, I'm so mean to that poor goblin.
I looked at him and I reached in my pocket. I'm like,
Ty, you're recording a TikTok right now?
Shut up. You know, you
Yes.
didn't see shit.
I hand him.
Snow, clip it, please.
I hand him a golden potato.
Whatever.
You hear the goblin go, huh? And walk away with it.
I guess I've gotten dressed by this point. So in a matter of 2 days, Dale, how much could I have gotten done with the other stuff that I've been doing on Loot Shield?
You have the prototype done.
So that's what I have done.
Okay, can I look at it and see how it's functioning?
Yeah.
All right, I go over to take a look at it and kind of look over and I try to attach it
Oh,
and
long question. Hold on.
and use it as we have discussed, where I'm holding it up. I have goblins kind of attack a little bit just to see how it feels, and then I get down and prone. And I'm like, this is working out great, man. What else do you need to do with it?
Oh, it's just a prototype.
As far as what he needs to do, it's just like it's roughly done, so it's not like it's
not shiny.
It's not pretty.
It's not shiny. It's not polished. You know, all the edges aren't like sanded down.
Okay, well, I give it back to him. It's like, it looks great. I think it'll do exactly what I was wanting it to do. Thank you.
Well, I would hope so. That's what we measured it for.
You don't essentially own this town for nothing, I suppose.
Oh, dude.
Okay. Gold Osborne, you say it would be cute, right? I have an entirely different view of Kinku. They are literally like the perfect thieves and assassins, right? Because they can fit into everything and sound like anybody. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, until it stabs you, or you're like, oh, look at the cute bird on the ground, and it just like and walks away like nothing happened.
Now you're just getting reminding me of my old Pathfinder Tengu. I think by the time by the time I finished playing him at 13th, 14th level, he spoke like 30-something languages.
So I shit you not, right? So Kinku are mimickers. I had a player who was like, my Kinku has never been around humans, and this party is the first humans he's been around. So he kept a notebook of every word he heard and would just piece them together to make sentences. Most of which had one of two words in every single sentence. It was either dicks or fucker. Those two words were in every sentence.
I mean, that makes sense.
He was also a
Seeing
monk
that
Kinku.
crows are mimickers.
I mean, it sounds like us talking at work. Blue's smiling because it's true.
So, Tarek, as you're handing the shield back, and you get ready to go, you hear a voice in your head. You immediately recognize one, that it is a spell, and you know that if you try and talk back, it will stop the spell. And you also recognize the voice.
Okay.
It's your mother. And you get the message, hey Pumpkin, so there's a large army here. Don't worry, it's fine. Large man in covered metal, purple and blue. They've set half the town on fire and we're trying to leave. Just wanted to let you know in case you wanted to come home. And it ends.
Why is she so cheery? What the fuck?
Lute's like, I'm gonna pull out the thing here.
The problem is my cat keeps playing with my pencil, and now I have no idea where it's at.
There was just long enough of a pause there.
Yeah. To let Snow's brain go funny. Yeah.
a
How
pencil.
many TikToks have you recorded in the span of us playing D&D over the last 47 minutes?
3. 1 draft and 2 normal.
Well, they're both drafts. They're the beginning to a transition.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Shut up.
So while he writes that down, Blue, you get a message from Amelia that says, so I know where he's at.
Yep.
You need to get back to the guild. And that's all it says.
Well, that's not explaining a lot because there's a lot of guilds we've been at. I can think
Amelia
of at
said
least
the guild.
3.
The guild. As in like the one that you guys, like the Adventurers Guild you guys.
Yeah, but that one got burnt down.
And then rebuilt.
Was it rebuilt?
Yes.
Well, I guess I know now that it's rebuilt. Okay. So, am I supposed to go to the place that she wanted to meet at? Or the guild, which is not the place that she wanted to meet at?
That's it.
Gotta love the times that you're a non-magical user and you only have magic to rely on at this point.
So Biggs, what is Lysander doing during this time?
Well, he doesn't really have much going on right now, so probably just sitting at the tavern, twiddling his thumbs, maybe playing. Yeah, every so often. Hopefully somebody will show up at some point and
Well, that's where I'm heading, and I think Snow said he's heading there too.
it's like I don't have anything to really do, honestly, and aside from wait for some people to, maybe get their act together and decide, they want to try to save the world again.
How many times can one group honestly do that a year? I mean, come on.
Gotta have a break every now and then.
I'm just saying, there's no vacation days. I mean, come on. 401k. I just stole this from fucking Toilet. I mean,
I think we just end up in
definitely didn't
places
steal.
and incidents. Even if we do nothing, the adventurers will find us.
So
seems that way.
How many of you are headed to the tavern?
Especially when they're like, old
1,
contracts.
2,
3.
I kind of ask. Didn't I hear Blue? Not Blue. Rug was going to the tavern.
Yes.
Yeah, I asked Toilet to meet me there.
All right, then I'm gonna head that way too because I need to tell them that what's going on.
Okay. Drew, where are you headed?
Are we still in the town with the Mage's Tower?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Has anybody come to get me out of the Mage's Tower?
I don't think so.
You would have had to have slept, so unless you slept there, no, you're still
slept there.
Then you're
Then I'm
still
still
there.
Yes. Question: are there writing utensils that I can possibly procure for myself, or will I have to leave to go get more notebooks?
There are some that are previously used, but have empty pages.
Well, I'm not going to desecrate anything in here, but I'm eventually going to run out of notes. So if there's a good reason for me to leave, it would be to go get more stuff to write on and write with.
Okay.
So I'm kind of asking this question out of character. Would it be helpful for the story if I need to leave the Mages Guild to go find more?
If you're not going to pick up a book and write in it, then you need to leave to go get more stuff.
Okay, then I am leaving to go get more stuff. I may or may not to run into somebody on my way to go procure writing stuff.
I mean, you're at the center of town, and they have to walk past the Mage's Tower to get to the tavern, so you'll see them, yeah. Also, to reference, the other word that she's talking about is not at all what this is. It is an entirely different thing. She called it a war, which it was something different. But that is something they chose not to do. and turned out not horrible. So, it sounds like eventually, like, War, are you also going to end up back at the tavern at some point?
Yeah, I said I was on my way there.
Okay.
With or without pants.
Everybody eventually makes it to the tavern in one way, shape, or form, pants or no pants, right?
I got pants.
Pants.
So, it's very obvious that Tarek is troubled. Your new bard friend is playing an instrument to a very it's oddly empty at this hour. You're used to this place being a lot more hustle and bustle from when you saw it before you came to this timeline. So
there's a lot of dead people.
Well, Snore is when he goes into the tavern. He looks like he's distracted a little bit, and he pulls out a notebook. He pulls out a notebook from his backpack and kind of sits down, and he kind of just starts scribbling in it a little bit. Every now and then he looks like he's thinking about something, then he goes back to scribbling, and then thinking, and then scribbling.
So eventually, Tarek kind of clears his throat, kind of stands up and places his hand on the table, and says, I just received word that my hometown is under attack back in the Teledros Empire. Something about an army dressed in blue and purple.
Blue and black.
Blue and black? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me update that.
Can I throw a history check and see if that's anything that I know about?
Go for it.
I was thinking the same thing.
I don't have a good history, but I mean, might as well try it. That's a 12. Yeah, you know what? Hold on.
I'll roll 1,
12.
2.
12 plus.
Do I happen to know what that means?
You can roll a history check if you want.
That's an 18 now.
Okay.
Because I rolled a 6 on my
That's
d6.
18 from Lysander.
Okay.
I got a 21.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
So Snore doesn't ring any bells like at all. The other three of you know that blue and black is not a standard coloration or heraldry pattern for any of the standing armies that you know of. From the information from the last time you were like not in the Feywild, there is no standing army that actually uses blue and black as their heraldry.
Okay.
Can I ask this question?
Yeah.
The Dragon Empire's army, what colors did they fly?
They had black, yellow, and red for the overall Dragon Empire.
Because Mark and Tiny took that one over 2 years ago.
Correct.
So it might be their colors.
My mother.
You also know that generally, like, unless a new empire is built or a new country is built, they don't change heraldry.
Well, I mean,
that's
with the way they were
hard,
talking, they were completely
very hard to
rebuilding
change
it.
because you have to get an entire country to change everything they've painted, sewn, drawn, and everything else.
That's weird.
That being said, my mother's the one who told me. She asked me to come home, and I'm about to try to find passage home.
Oh, lovely. Amelia also just called and said that our old guild was back. Our very first one, and that she has some very lovely information of our little scooter friend.
Uh-oh.
You did not ask her about Scooter, you asked her about Alec.
I know.
Okay.
I see it. What I see it.
Can I roll insight to see? If War's lying? Rug is lying.
Sure.
God damn it, Dale.
Look, I had to make sure. I don't know. Does an 11? with an 11, Blue, what's he see?
What?
Okay, so
How do I tell him?
quick pause. When it's player versus player, y'all decide like what the number is that's reasonable, right? So if he rolls an insight against you, you get to go, and 11 is enough to tell whether or not I'm lying. If it's not, you tell him, I'm being truthful. If it is, you tell him that he can see that you're lying. You guys set the DC, but remember, it has to be reasonable.
Being that it's like a little white lie, I'd say it'd probably only be, I guess, whatever a low roll would be.
So the DC is generally, when you're talking about like lying, somebody who is unaccustomed to lying is a DC 5. Somebody who is like a general salesman kind of person is a DC 10.
If you're a trained professional like Lysander, it's like a 20.
Yeah, a trained professional is like
okay,
a 20.
What if
15
someone that has lied multiple times just they don't know it yet?
If I was doing it, it'd be around a 15.
Okay, so probably then around that, because there's a lot of secrets going on.
Yeah, right. It's always like if you're accustomed to lying because you want to omit things, then it's probably not the easiest to pick out.
Okay, then
This
I
also
guess...
comes into like when you're playing a non-human, right? You have to research what kind of body language displays when a half-orc or a satyr or a dwarf is lying, right? And how obvious is that? How well do you cover it up? So that's also stuff you have to think about.
I was gonna say, so then
obviously,
what
I'll
you
put it
said.
This way. Obviously, a soldier is better at lying than your average person.
Okay, so then
and
I guess
10 is average.
Then yeah, the 15 would work. I'll give you this. I'll give you this though, Snow. I'll let you know that he is not looking at Tarek when he says this. He's like looking at everything else besides Tarek.
Well, it would be a kind of a thing to be like, why would Amelia have what would Amelia have to do with Scooter? But then he's just gonna shrug it off and just start, and he's gonna be like, eh, and then just go back to writing in his book, just scribbling in his book.
Average lies.
So I guess we're in the conundrum of heading two different directions again.
Or 3.
Where would you like to?
Well,
my purple-haired friend.
As I was telling your friend here, looking at Tarek, the reason I was sent to find y'all was somebody you met in the Feywild seems to still have a contract that you need to fulfill. You know, somebody who's kind of
Grumpy
chilly.
old lady.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to her eventually.
See, that's the thing. One, she's kind of impatient. She's kind of been waiting for a while. And I think the issue that she wants you to take care of is bigger than you realize. Because I might actually have run into some information that is related to what you were doing, or supposed to be doing, before skipped out on her.
Skipped out on her. Talked to a genie guy that took us home.
Yeah,
whatever you want to call it.
Whatever you want to call it. She, well, first off, still, still has the contract. And the beauty of the situation is, from the way I understand it, the terms of the contract were to send you back from when you came.
Do you have a pencil and a piece of paper?
Sure.
Okay, and then you just see Rug. Let's see, I think I have you in demons. There you are. See Rug scratch this out on a piece of paper and hand it back to you. There's all the information we got. If she wants the rest of it, she can deal with for a little while. But as of right now,
Yeah, the thing is, I think I think you're missing a piece.
Yeah, that's what I said. The last piece part.
Well, and I also think some of what you have there, it may not be 100% correct.
Yeah.
Because the piece of information I have run across related to this matter is there is a being. I don't really have much more information than that, but I don't think it sounds like your Scooter. Building a portal. What's the name of the place? Strandbond, wasn't it, Dell?
Hmm?
The portal you told me about. Dutchy Strandbond or something.
Memento.
We're out of the Feywilds anyway. Why do we care about what some Fey bitch wants anyway?
Because whoever's doing this is building a portal via the Feywild to other planes.
That sounds like a Feywilds issue.
Well, guess what? You made a deal. It's your problem too.
I didn't.
Technically, I made.
You're all on the You're all on the hook for it. You realize that, right?
I did not give you a name of a place, Biggs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did actually.
And
I'm looking through it right now. I don't see it in that.
To look at my party and say they're all on the hook. I am the only one that signed a piece of paper. So thus,
I'm just going on what I was told.
Seems to me like I'm the only one at fault here. I mean, if y'all want to stay in this time, that's fine. But yeah, kind of how it goes.
Chick is confused.
When you sign a contract, the person who signs it is to blame, and that'd just be me.
That's okay. When people get old, they lose their memory and shit like that. It happens.
And how old is she? A couple millennia, maybe? So I mean, if you want to freely threaten our party, that's perfectly fine.
I'm just the messenger here.
Oh, that's.
Yep. I just found that message as you sent it.
It was right below it.
Unfortunately, a lot of messengers here lately.
And I kind of gesture towards you. Does this messenger have an ability to contact her?
He does.
She has the ability to pull us back to our time. Then we can come back and do exactly as she needs for Rug's contract after we get done with what we need to do.
I don't think she's that strong.
I don't think you quite understand this.
Because we need to know what Amelia knows so that once we get back to our time, we can find his boy. And regardless of this being my timeline or not, I will not abandon my mother.
He's a mama's boy.
If you go back to your timeline, you will have advanced knowledge of whatever's happened and can prevent it. And besides, whatever's happening there is not
to get that information. I don't know who this black and blue legion is.
The thing is, it's not even within your own timeline or our own timeline. Yeah, I'm not in my own timeline either. Have you figured that out yet?
Well, with all the purple, I kind of figured, yeah.
I think the Fey chick's lying. If she's all powerful and can do all that, what does she need us to do that for? She'll be able to go take care of herself in the blink of an eye.
I know what toilet's doing, and it's fucking hilarious because we talked about it earlier.
We're not saying we're not going to help with what she needs. She's given a big ass considering everything else on our plate right now.
Yeah.
Here,
This isn't just about her. In case you haven't figured that out yet either. You think I'm just doing this for her?
You could enlighten us, because right now all I've got is a strange bard demanding I take care of something I didn't sign, or going and protecting my family. Which do you think I'm going to pick?
Well, this is about going to protect my family, okay? The only chance I have to save them.
So which timeline are you from?
I have no idea anymore.
Do you even know what timeline you're from, Rug, at this point?
Well, I know what's happened in my timeline. Is it the same that's happened in yours?
I have no idea.
Okay, so what's the last thing?
All I know is from where I came from, everybody I love was killed. Because I was too late. There, you happy?
Rug just kind of stares at you because that's basically his backstory as well, and he's just like, "Yeah, feels good, doesn't it?"
Yeah, do you have a chance to prevent it?
No, never will.
I do because I do.
Wouldn't that make it worse though?
You're just one guy. You can't do nothing.
One guy with foreknowledge can do a hell of a lot.
Knowing all that, you're still asking me to abandon my family. When I can go back and still save yours.
Because you'll save yours in the process. Sheesh.
This is a different timeline. I leave and fix my timeline, they still die.
I don't understand your logic here.
I don't know where the Tarek of this timeline is. And I've been asked to go help, which means the magic found the wrong person. I'm not just gonna leave.
Wonder what that.
Not when I can do both.
So do you think Amelia's gonna look the same?
Both. If whatever is going on destabilizes the plane, do you think you're gonna have a chance to save anybody?
Okay, back to the fun question. If my information and our little scooter problem isn't the one that's causing it, then you must have some idea of who is.
I have some idea. I have some idea where.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of information on the who, but I have some addition on the where.
I have this lovely contraption called a map if you'd like to mark it out for us.
You're. Let me I don't have anything more. I don't have anything more specific than the general than the country, right? If I remember correctly.
Correct.
No.
Let me get this straight. So your family's already dead. You're just wanting to find a way back to go save them?
Among other things.
Well, if they're already dead, then we got all the time in the world to save your family. Let him go save his mom.
This is not just about that. If whatever is going on continues, it could destabilize everything. And then nobody will have a chance to save anybody.
Four different continents to choose from. Or countries from that continent. Three continents, 4 countries. Which one do we choose? Our newfound friends country. We could go get assistance in the Republic. We could go get assistance in the Teledese Empire. And then you said the Doria owns the Black Box Island, Bill?
Yes.
Or we could face the greatest threat that we personally know of on an island off of Doria. Man, this is some fun choices. And to think, I didn't even have breakfast yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's have breakfast.
Okay.
If you want our cooperation, you're gonna have to talk more.
Question.
The trust bees need to go away.
Did Lysander ever tell Rogue his name? Because I've just been calling you Purple Guy this whole time.
I think so.
I'm pretty
not
sure he told
sure.
everybody.
Yeah, he made a mention of it when you were around.
I think that's a good. Yeah, that's like a good way of putting it.
Okay. So Lysander, tell me something just real quick. You know where the information you have, where loveliness is taking place. Have you ever been to that area?
Unfortunately, no.
Hey, Rug. While you're talking, do you mind if I see your pack for a second?
Yes. What do you want my pack for?
Just let me. Can I just look inside for a second?
No. What do you want my pack for?
Just to see what that glowing blue thing is.
It's my one-way ticket to one of these lovely areas. Which is the reason why I would like to know if you've been there before. You can give me any details of any lovely landmarks that we can go find images of.
Not firsthand.
Unless you decide you want to take a boat. Because you know, that's not going to take months. Or we can, work our way that direction by going and doing what us personally need to do. That is closer in that direction than here.
Hey, Rug.
If you look in my pack, I will slice off your hands.
Is it supposed to be? Is it supposed to be doing that? And he points to the pulsing blue light. This rim.
What did you do, Snow? Yes, senor.
I'm drawing in my book, and he shows a little drawing that's he's starting.
Okay, I'm gonna open up the pack and look at you.
The thingamabob is pulsing blue light.
Has it ever done that before? I don't think so.
Not since you've gotten it.
Can I take a look at it and see if I understand what it's doing?
It's up to Rug.
Just don't push the middle button. And I'm gonna hand it to you.
It's like, how about you just hold it and I'll look at it. And I kind of examine it.
Lysander will be kind of doing the same.
Use your own con check.
Ooh, saucy magic. That's...
Didn't pay attention that day in
He skipped that
You didn't pay
class.
attention to magic objects at school.
26.
He has, though.
Oh.
More his area of expertise than mine.
It looks like a cube.
What the fuck?
And from what he told you, it allows him to teleport. However, the closer you get, the more you can see that, like, at a certain angle, you can see through the sides of the cube. And there is a portal opening and closing within it that's causing the blue light.
Do I notice anything about what's in this portal?
It is. The thing is like 2 inches by 2 inches. You cannot make out details inside the portal.
Is it getting any faster?
Not currently.
I kind of
Do you
look
like
at
the
Rug.
tiny blue box?
I kind of look at Rug and I'm like, there's a small portal inside of this that's activating and closing. I think it's going to choose eventually.
Well, it's either that or somebody's gonna come to see us.
That's a possibility.
With that bit of information, does that trigger anything from what Lysander knows about whatever?
Mm-mm.
Thought I'd check.
Not anything specific. I mean, there are cubes that have like the teleport spell in it, but nothing specific.
I'm just saying the portal bit caught his attention.
Mm-mm. No.
How much time do we have?
Well, who are you talking to?
I'm looking at Lysander. How much time do we have? And if you want our group's cooperation, because you're giving us a big ask, you need to be more upfront.
About what?
What's going on? The timeline that we got to get it done in. What needs to be done? Because you have a lot more information than you're letting on.
Spill the tea, Purple Man.
Hey, Rug.
I kind of look over at Will and I was like, yes. Spill the
Can you roll me
tea.
a dex check, please?
It's about to open up in my hand, isn't it? You said dex save or dex check?
Dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Yeah. It's the same thing. Never mind. I don't even know why I asked. It's 13 plus 2, 15.
It starts to heat up, and you go to like throw your hand, and as it rolls over, it goes, and you guys watch Rug just disappear into the cube.
Lovely.
Oh.
The time I teleported, I made friends.
Well, that's not good.
I need everybody else to roll a dex saving throw, please.
Oh, son of a bitch.
That includes you, Drew.
God damn it.
We're going on a trip in our favorite portal sphere.
Not me. I got 26.
Yeah, I was gonna say rocket ship.
Not me. I got 26.
Not a
Bye,
rocket ship,
guys.
though.
I rolled an 8.
And the
The
rest of us
DC
roll
was
single
30.
digits. And the rest
The
of us roll
DC was
single
30,
digits.
so you're going with us. All right, no. We're all rolled.
So, Snore, you watch as all of your friends, like blue light comes out, hits them in the chest, and they go into the cube.
And I just duck underneath it like, whoop.
Yep.
Well.
And Drew goes too. You're now standing there with a cube, pulsing blue, sitting on the floor.
I ain't touching that. You know what? Maybe I should go find LD before I touch that. You know, I haven't seen him in 2 days. Where the hell has he been? I swear to God, if he's out doing something with that lady after he told me not to be a whore, I'm never gonna let it down. I'm never gonna let him have it.
Check.
Just accept it. Just accept it. You're coming.
Yep. Now you're going. I love percentile items. So, all of you but Snore are now sitting in dirt and dust, and you look around and you're in the ruins of a building. It's dark out. It smells like it's about to rain. And you look around, and this building was burnt, and then it looks like it was demolished by hand.
Tarek kind of dies. He looks over at the device. Is it still glowing? Is it still...
Oh, you don't... There's no device. You guys are just dumped here. Rug, there's no return portal. You were just dumped here.
I look around, and I notice that I don't see Snore. I try to hail him. Does it work?
As soon as you cast the spell, Snore lands on the ground in front of you.
No, my goodness. So
instead of verbally saying hi, and I'm like, I put it in his head as like, welcome.
I'm going to point out that those spells, you have to audibly speak for it to send it out. So he hears you twice. He hears you within earshot and then directly in his brain.
Gonna kind of stand up, look around. Is this the only building?
No.
Nope.
Looking around, this is an entire city that is nothing but ruins.
So, is the building layout the same as the city we were just in?
No.
Okay.
This is much more of a you can actually see the walls probably about because you're up high, you can see the tops of the walls and they're fairly far away, and all the way down these embankments there's just rubble.
Mhm.
And as you look around, you start to smell like burnt meat and burnt hair and blood.
Do any of us recognize this city at all?
No.
Well, I dodged the first line of blue dots. The second one got me.
However, Lysander, Snior, and Tarek, as you're looking around, you do see a faint bluish glow. Bluish glow. There we go. Bluish glow. Coming from behind a set of like rubble, probably about 300 feet from you.
Well, that's a good place to start as any.
I kind of look over at Lysander and I'm like, this is why we can't get anything done. Welcome to the group.
I blame Rug. It only started pulsating when he was getting angry.
Rug, when you look down in your pack, the cube is there, just not glowing.
No, you mean this? Well, it looks like we used the portal that is once a day.
Another question is where
So, Rug, the thing is that you know it wasn't a portal. Because you know it has to be like, it makes the portal.
Well, I'm just saying that due to the fact that it is no longer lit up, which is what it usually does in cooldown mode.
Okay.
It's otherwise Rug not knowing what just happened, but he's just trying to piece things together.
All right.
Well, that means one of us
Drew,
either
can you roll a nature check for me?
knows where we are or has been here before. Or seen it in a book.
I'm not sure where here is at the moment.
Nice.
Drew, you of the little bit of plant life that you see that is starting to regrow through like the burnt ashes, it does not look anything like what you expect from the areas you have ever traveled to. These plants are very much obviously they're used to low levels of sunlight, as opposed to the areas that you've been where there's much more sunlight, much more like general. Overall, they actually have seasons, but you've never seen you have no idea what this plant life is. It's not somewhere you've set foot before.
Hey guys, I'm looking around for what we've got here. There's a lot of places, a lot of research I've done, but I've not seen anything like this. I don't know if we're in the Underdark, which I've not spent a lot of time in, or if we're in another plane entirely. This is very confusing.
Can Sneer try to contact Hell?
Yeah, this cube does like the plane shift, so we could be in another plane.
Well, whatever that is glowing over there might be a start.
Un momento, por favor, no. You know what? Yes, roll me a D100.
Welcome to trying to talk to your God 101.
I'm gonna use those rules.
Mm-hmm. 84.
Spells.
Also, chat for reference, Tide had to step away real quick. She'll be back shortly.
Oh, she's gonna love it when she comes back and has no clue what the fuck happened. Where are we at? In a ruined city. We blew everything up.
So
Anything else besides plants in the area? Any bugs or anything like that?
not with a nature check. So Snow, you try to reach out. You don't get a response.
Oh. Oh well.
If y'all would like to roll perception, you can go ahead and roll a perception check or an investigation check if you want to investigate the ruins that you're in.
I'm going to
definitely perception.
Oh, Snor's just gonna go and dig in the rubble for where the glowy thing is.
The glowy thing is 300 feet from you.
I don't
Yeah, he's walking 300 feet away.
And Lysander's heading that direction too.
Okay.
I rolled a 5.
This is where the ADHD goes, ooh, shiny thing.
Ooh, shiny thing. So Tide, what you missed was Drew said that the plants don't look familiar at all. Snow tried to ask Hell for any information, got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're rolling a perception or investigation check to see what's going on with the rubble around them. Snow is walking towards the shiny object that's 300 feet away.
They said the
As
plants did what?
as his purple person.
He said that the plant life does not look like any place he has ever been to.
Can I just ask it?
Ask what?
The plants. Do we not know where you are? Is that the issue?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you have speak with plants?
Yes.
Yeah, you can ask the plants.
Remember, she talked to the tree and asked which of the tree siblings.
So
would cut down.
druids and clerics can change their spells every long rest. So I don't know if she's changed her spells. That's why I ask.
Druids, clerics, paladins.
I rolled a 17 on investigation.
Okay. Paladins don't get to change their spells every long rest. It's just druids and clerics.
Really? Because it's telling me I'm to.
All right, so you cast your spell.
Do you want me to actually cast it?
I mean, if you want to speak with the plants that are around you, yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if you wanted me to push it or not.
What would you like to ask the plants?
I'm gonna go up to a group of. I mean, what kind of plants are they? We're looking at?
They, from what you see, right? Well, like, so mind you, you're standing on rubble and burnt house. It looks like they might be flowers or vines. They aren't. They're very obviously used to low levels of sunlight and not ideal, like, weather conditions.
Okay, I'm just gonna walk up to a group of these flowery vine things and kind of crouch down and say, hello. Can you tell us where we are, please?
Oh, hello there.
Oh, hi.
Good to meet you.
The fuck is this?
We're in Russia.
She's Russian flower.
That's right. We're far up north. That's what we know now.
Oh,
We're
hi.
from
So
the
how,
deep south.
do you mind telling me where we are at?
What do you mean that?
Where?
Now, mind you, you're talking to 3 or 4 different plants.
That's fine.
Okay.
I kind of asked the group.
I'm letting you know. Yes.
Could you tell me where we are?
That's such a vague question. Do you know why she's asking that question? And you hear them start talking to each other.
When Willow realizes plants don't move.
They do talk to each other, and I'm sure that they have heard.
And eventually you're shut up. Okay. You want to know where you are. So, how do I say this? Welcome to the Grand Duchy.
The Grand Duchy? I say that out loud, so everyone else heard me.
This is not the clown voice at all.
It's not. It's not.
If Lysander hears the words Grand Duchy, that will definitely catch his ear.
Okay. What is that?
It is the Grand Duchy.
I don't know what that is.
Guys, remember when I was telling you about some place there was somebody building a weird portal to places that they shouldn't be doing, going through the Feywild?
Here's the
plant responds, I don't
We're
know.
there.
The Grand Duchy.
Wait,
Here's an
we're
out of
there.
question. Here's an out of question thing. If Lysander's going over to the shiny thing, can he actually hear Willow say that?
She casts this and says it loud enough like you guys would catch it as you're starting to walk away.
Okay.
I'm not walking away